everyone, today we are here on behalf of Child Evangelism Fellowship, CEF, and today's visual aid is a display stand. We are using cardboard, sheets of paper, brown paper, cereal box, masking tape, scotch tape, ruler, scissors, craft knife, eraser, and a cutting mat. You can salvage a box from anything that you may have around or that you find. Try to get one with the natural fold in it, as we have demonstrated here, so that you won't have to create your own folds. I've decided what size I want my display to be, so I am now using the board itself to measure, and I am cutting my piece that I need, the extra piece that I need to construct my display stand. I am not one to usually use measurements, but if you prefer to measure, you can measure your first piece and then measure it out with a ruler on the next piece of cardboard, then cut it out. But I just put the pieces against each other and I measure. So this is what our stand is going to look like. It's basically a triangle. Here I'm deciding if to put the tops together or if to stagger it a bit. So when you decide on your piece and you cut it out, you neaten up all your edges, because remember this is a box you would have salvaged. So you neaten up all your edges and you are attaching your pieces together using masking tape. I am applying glue stick before I put the masking tape, just to give it an extra hold. And the glue stick is drier than using liquid glue. The masking tape is to hold it together but still help it to still have the ability to fold. Here I'm just neatening up my edges and checking it out, checking my folds, and it seems to be good. It's holding well. Now I'm going to cover my display stand. I am using brown paper. You could use anything that you want. If you want it to be more visually appealing, you could use a brighter color. You could use wrapping paper. You could use anything that you want or anything that you have. You could use copy paper, tape the sheets together to make a bigger sheet. Anything that you have. I found brown paper was suitable because it's a neutral color and it does not detract from the display which will be displayed. Any displays that, I plan to display. Here I'm just making some slits where the folds are, so that it's going to fold gently and there won't be any bulk happening when I fold my board. And I'm using masking tape to tape it down. This is going to be the inside. And just as you would when you're covering a notebook or a copybook, I just tuck those edges in. If you want, I didn't do it, but if you want, after you put the masking tape down, you can cover it with another sheet so that the masking tape is covered and it will look even neater. Here I'm folding my edges. I guess you could call them dog ears. I'm folding my edges and taping it down as well, so that the corners are neat. Checking it to make sure it's folding well still, and that is a nice tight fit, but not too tight where if I fold it, it rips. Here now I'm just creasing the edges, making sure it's nice and crisp. And I did decide to stagger it so that the board will lean a bit more instead of standing too upright. So it will give it more of a tilt. And I'm just using masking tape to seal it in place, and it's holding really well. Here I'm putting a book to show how strong it is. I'm slapping it against it and it's not falling over. So it's quite sturdy, it's great. You can do the same thing with a cereal box. You can use the natural folds of the cereal box to create your stand. With the previous board, what was not taped was I stuck a strip of felt to the top of the board so that I can attach anything that has Velcro on it, which would be my flip book. So here I'm using the natural folds of the box to create my stand. The only thing with this is that it's a much lighter material. You can cover your book. You can use regular copy paper, you could use brown paper, but I decided to leave it as is because it is a clean finish, it's a neutral color, and again I'm using masking tape to tape it. If you want to use this as your stand, you can make it sturdier by attaching cardboard on the inside to make it a bit heavier. So you can use this to make your stand. So here we have two stands, and if you want to carry it with you when you're traveling, you can fold the bottom so that it folds flat, and it will be easy to take along and pack with you when you're going. And then when you're ready to use it, you just pop out the bottom and it's ready to use. So it makes it very, very portable, and you can do the same thing for the cardboard stand. Here I'm demonstrating. I attached my felt strip at the top, and I am attaching a flip book to the felt strip. That way I have my hands free to talk as I'm demonstrating. I can flip my book, I can attach pictures, and my stand is there. My hands are free to use. I can chat with it, I can walk around and interact with the students with my book attached to my stand. See, my hands are free, I can demonstrate with it. I can use it sideways as well for those who want to use it sideways. So thank you so much for watching this presentation from the North Branch of CEF in Trinidad and Tobago.